these cards together, we are unstoppable. Joe?
Yeah, buddy. Couldn't have been said better. Nick,
hey, Joe, hold on.
All right, buddy.
Hey, Bill, you got to say everything you just said. You got to say everything you just said over because our agent in the behind the back screwed up the volume again. So give a big shout out to Portnoy again.
Hey, again, David Portnoy, I know you're out there listening, and I know you gamble like nobody's business. If you want to win money on fights, Joe and I are the way to do it. When Joe and I get together and go over these cards and we agree on fights, we are on fire and absolutely untouchable.
Our betting strategy is tailored to people who like to play live betting, who want to go fight to fight to fight to fight to fight and bet based on how they're doing that night. If you go that way with us, now I know some of these betting sites don't let you do that. They're kind of uppity, but if you can get to a casino that's going to let you sit there at the sports book and bet, and I know that's not easy for everybody, but what I'm saying is unstoppable. Forget about it. We're 83% over the last 3 fight cards. And this one is, man, it's a turkey shoot. I think the next one's a turkey shoot. And the reason why Bill and I picked up again and got so white hot is because we called each other and said, let's stop fucking listening to everybody else's opinions. Because all it was really doing was flip-flop in my head what my gut instinct was. And when we went back to that, we've gotten white hot again, and we're not going to stop.
Bill, what is to the field artillery guys, what does white hot mean?
Oh, that's usually referring to white phosphorus.
A little Willie Pete.
Shake and bake. Hit him with the HE, shake him up, and then burn him with the white phosphorus.
There you go.
It's white phosphorus, and I helped.
All right, so let's go to the card. The first fight that we're going to pick, a featherweight fight, Caceres, 17-2, versus Kroom, 17-12, excuse me, and then Kroom, 21-12. So who's going first? Who's picking this fight? Who's going to win it?
You know what? I got a couple of notes on there, Bill, if you want me to go ahead and take the lead.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going ahead and I'm going to label this one, not fight of the night, not submission or knockout. I'm calling this one the Battle of the Bums. All right. And the only thing notable about this fight is that these guys both have the same amount of L's, 12. That's a bunch. Alex Caceres, the most notable thing I can say about him is his nickname, Bruce Leroy. It's catchy. It's funny. But the gimmick has worn off. He looked sharp in his last fight, so I will give him the decision nod over this bum, Kevin Kroom, who is 21-12, and his only notables are that he's been knocked out and submitted the same amount of time. So he likes to keep it even there when he takes a nap. But yeah, nothing, no notable wins. 33 years old, and Caceres did look sharp in his last fight. So I got Caceres by decision, and I think Bill and I are in agreement on that one.
Yeah, this fight is a garbage fight. That's why it's on a fight night. Dana White needed people to fight for beer money, so he threw these two guys in there. I mean, obviously, I would stay away from this fight if I'm a betting man. If you're one of the bettors out there, I'd leave this fight alone. I went with Caceres solely because he's got more time in the UFC than Kroom. But yeah, this is that beer money fight. They found two guys. They're probably hungry and need some money for the club this weekend. So they found the two privates in the barracks willing to come out and duke it out real quick. So yeah, Caceres will eke out a decision probably.
Yeah.
All right, very nice. So Caceres by decision. All right. They don't sound too excited about that fight. But anyways, those of you who don't know that Bruce Leroy, all right, reference The Last Dragon. All right, check it out. It's a cult movie. If you're bored one night, the black Bruce Lee, all right, Bruce Leroy catches bullets with his teeth. All right, so anyways, we'll go to the women's strawweight fight, which is the next one. And here's another one with a couple of almost 500 fighters in the UFC. You got Hill at 12-9 and Yoder versus 8-6.
You got the odds in front of you, Nick?
I do not have the odds in front of me. Okay. They're on the screen.
Bill will know. Bill will know. That's what makes it even funnier that Angela Hill is 12-9. And what's the money on her, Bill?
I think the last time I checked was a minus 360 to Yoder's plus 300.
Is Yoder in a wheelchair? Like, how did that happen? But go ahead, Bill. I'm going to step out of that one.
Yeah, again, Hill Yoder, it'll be another ambient fight. none of these girls have the power to make it exciting. None of them are huge submission artists. Why this is a minus 360 favorite, I will never figure out. It could be because I don't know. Hill already beat her once in the Ultimate Fighter series years ago.
Yep.
But then they both left Ultimate Fighter, put together a bunch of wins, a bunch of losses. I watched the weigh-ins today. Hill looks confident. I'll give her that. But Hill will win this fight. It'll be another one of those fights. This is the fight. You guys leave, grill a steak, grab a beer. That's it. It's not worth watching. Ambien's going to take a quick nap. But I got Hill winning this fight. Definitely a decision. It'll be boring as shit. Hill decision.
What do you got, Joe?
I agree 100%. Angela Hill's fought the better level of competition. And Yoder's fought some top level people, but it's how they've performed against top level competition. Angela Hill, what was her last fight? She fought somebody in the top 5. God bless it. I can't think of the name.
Bill's muted.
Okay. Well, no big deal. Either way, Angela Hill.
Don't even remember her last fight. It was that
it was that boring. So we'll get off this fight.
Yeah. Listen, Yoder is that bad where I'm actually going to put this one as a lock for Angela Hill. Yoder is that bad. So
really? Oh, we're going lock. We're going lock on the boring fight.
It's going to be boring, but I just the competition speaks for itself. Yoder is oh jeez, Pete, it's ugly.
All right. Hey, so all you guys watching right now, thanks for watching, tuning in. Make sure to leave some comments. All right, say hi, say where you're from, and then also drop your picks as well. So wouldn't mind seeing what you guys are thinking. And if you want to bet against these guys, good luck because they're on fire. Willie Pete hot, like Joe was saying. So the next fight is a Bantamweight fight, which is a Munoz at 18-5 versus Rivera at 23-4. So who do we got in this fight, fellas?
This is the moneymaker. Munoz is last I checked was a plus 130. Joe and I both agree this underdog is going to take this fight. Munoz, I think, is just coming off better competition. And, Rivera's not bad. Don't get me wrong. And he looked good at the weigh-ins, Joe. But I think Munoz is just a tougher guy. And I think the odds got this one wrong again. I think Munoz is gonna pull off. He's gonna eke out a win on this one.
He's also taller. Did it show in the weigh-ins the height advantage, or is that a bullshit? Did they pencil whip that one?
I think that's a pencil whip one.
Okay. All right. Well, they got him. They basically said he's got the reach. I think Munoz does enough. They've already fought once and it was a split decision for Rivera, but I think Munoz has come up. Rivera is kind of on the backslide of I don't know. They rushed him to the top, so I never really believed in that hype. But anyways, Munoz, and I think we're both going decision on this one. Mm-hmm. But I would not be surprised to see it be a finish.
Yeah. Nice. So far, all the first 3 fights, both of our experts are in agreement with it. We'll go on to a women flyweight fight, which De La Rose is 11-6 for Silva at 7-1. Silva with the famous name. That's who I'd go with. So who do we got in this fight?
Go ahead, Joe.
You know what, Bill? You probably got better notes on this one in front of you than I did because we kind of flip-flopped in the order, but it's no big deal. We both got Buena Silva in this one. 7-1 is, I know she's got a couple of subs on her record, and this other girl is 11-6. It's got a lot of L's, and we both see in agreement that Buena Silva wins by decision.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're using De La Rosa as kind of a stepping stone for Silva. She's put together the 7-1 record, so now they're going to throw her a little bit tougher of a person to kind of see if she can start hanging and start going with those top 15 people. Yeah. I think she's just the better fighter. She's going to be better on the ground. But yeah, she lost one of her last 2 fights, but it was one of those decision losses that it was unanimous, but I don't know about that one. But then she came and subbed somebody in the first round with Barella. So yeah, I think it's going to be Silva. It'll probably be a decision, but she has the opportunity to pull out a submission. She's done that a few times in her career.
Yeah. Hey guys, Wes Mead commented, said so far it's boring fights. Hopefully it will be better than I think it will. Yeah. I mean,
We're getting to the meat and potatoes, Wes.
Well,
we're getting to the meat and potatoes.
I'm getting that vibe, Wes, but also what I've picked up from these guys as well is some of these boring fight cards is where you make a lot of money because they're real easy to pick. Okay. So you don't want to watch them, but you can put some money on it, turn on the TV and be like, oh yeah, all these guys are right again. So, pay attention, even though the fights might suck. This is about sports betting. All right. This is about getting the money where it belongs. So anyways, thanks for that comment, Wes. Keep them coming. Going to light heavyweight for the co-main or the right before the main is Krylov at 27-7 and Ankalaev at 14-1.
Here's another lock for us.
Yeah,
another lock for you guys. So go ahead, guys. Let's talk about this fight.
Ankalaev is that Willie Pete we were talking about. He is a knockout artist. Saw the man land 3 head kicks like something out of Bloodsport in a actual UFC match where he just bounced off the leg, and landed 3 head kicks in a row. He's a supreme athlete. His striking is all 4 points. All 6 points, really. Elbows, knees. It could be like Tong Po. Nick, remember that? You know, each round use a different body part. He is that lethal. And Bill and I got him over Nikita Krylov. Krylov is more of a sub guy. He is not as violent as Ankalaev. And Ankalaev proved that Cutelaba fight was no fluke by coming back and knocking him out. And he had nothing to gain by taking that fight again. And he thought nothing about he didn't think twice. Came back and knocked Cutelaba out. And this time there was no mystery.
I believe it's cute labia.
Yeah, Pac-Man like that. Okay. Yeah. That's Packard. Packard came up with that. But Ankalaev lock knockout. Bill.
Yeah, Ankalaev's that dude you're throwing in a parlay. Like Joe said, he is a freak of nature athlete, and he somehow is getting better each fight. And like you said, Krylov's going to try to come out and try to do some dance and try to submit him, but Ankalaev's just going to come out violent, and he has no problem going to the ground and just grinding you out like the rest of these Russians have been doing out of Dagestan. Ankalaev is a beast. He's going to come out and he's going to finish this dude. That's why he's a minus 350. I actually agree with that minus 350 odds.
Yeah, sure.
Ankalaev, so you're not going to make a lot of money on a money line, but this is the fight you throw in a parlay. Ankalaev for sure with a finish.
All right, very nice. For those of you just coming on Gruntworks and watching us on YouTube, you know who we are. But Gruntworks, we're picking UFC fights. All right, these guys are red hot. So watch, pay attention. All right, they're going to give you their money picks for FanDuel or for DraftKings, and they're also going to tell you some locks and parlays at the end. So stay tuned, and they're going to give you what's going to make you money. They've made me some good money all year. Now to the main event, the heavyweight fight. You got Rosen. All right, with he's got more of a longer name, but I'm just going to say Rosenstruck. Rosenstruck.
Nick, you like his nickname, Nick. Remember? Biggie Boy.
Oh, Biggie Boy. That's right.
There he is.
This guy's just going to absolutely crush whoever he fights. 11-1 versus Gainey, whatever we want to say. He's going to lose. I don't like him. All right. So 7-0. Welcome to UFC. You're going to get spanked by the Big E. So who do we got in this fight?
Called his shot, didn't he, Bill?
Yeah.
You know what? A lot of people are drinking that Kool-Aid. They're drinking that Curtis Blades Kool-Aid. We are not.
No.
We are taking Rosenstruck, Biggie Boy, who's fought everybody, and his only loss is to Francis Ngannou, and that's like saying I got dunked on by Shaq once. It just happens. Rosenstruck came back from that loss with a knockout victory. I don't see where Cyril Gane has picked up this hype. He's French. French fighters never do well in the UFC. The closest thing to a French champion they had was Georges St-Pierre. So I like Rosenstruck to come out. Man, I think he clips him. I think he clips him in the first. I really do. I think he comes in more, and like Bill says, Rosenstruck throws hate. It is a serious measure to knock you out when it comes from either hand. And Cyril Gane looks like Tarzan. We'll see if he fights like Jane. I don't see it. I don't see him beating this guy, and Bill and I both got the upset.
Yeah, so Joe and I differ just a little bit on this fight. So we both agree that Rosenstruck being a plus 225 is insane. And he started out worse than that. I have no idea where that's coming from.
It was in the threes.
Yeah. Gane's good. I think if he wins this, it'll set him apart, but I don't think he's going to. The only place I differ with you, Joe, I think it's going to go a couple rounds. I think Cyril knows Rosenstruck's going to throw just pure hatred.
I want to call him
Cyril.
Rosenstruck
has proven he can go 5 rounds.
Yeah,
top-notch guys. So I think he's going to avoid him for a little bit. Yeah, I think he's going to avoid him for a little bit. So I'm calling late second, early third. He's going to dance around, try to avoid him, and then Rosenstruck's going to clip him. And dudes that big throw that type of hate. It's just a small clip is going to put you to sleep. So, yeah, Rosenstruck with the upset.
And that bodybuilder
I'm calling late second, early third. Joe's calling first. That's the only difference. I'd almost put that as my lock.
So take the money on the under 2.5, possibly. Anyways, there you have it, fight fans. You have the breakdown of each main card fight. Now, this is where you start making your money. Bill, you're going to go first because you're the champ. All right. Give us your locks, give us your parlays, and give us your money pick. Now, hey, those of you watching, pay attention because sometimes they go to the prelims. So you got to get in there and look at where the prelim fights are at. But he's going to give you locks, parlays, and the money pick for DraftKings or FanDuel. Go for it.
Okay, so I'm definitely going into the prelims, and I'm sure Joe is as well.
Yep.
Lock, definitely Ankalaev. My other lock, I'm going to throw in on another female fight in the prelims with Mazo. She's fighting a girl, Davis, who's lost 3 in a row, and she hasn't fought since 2019.
She's also 36.
I think Mazo's going to come in and wreck her world. My other lock fell off, this Kerman Megadov guy. So I'd almost put Hill as the other lock. If I'm going to do a parlay, I'm going to do Ankalaev, Hill, and I'm willing to throw in Munoz. And if you don't want to put in Munoz in there, I'm putting Rosenstruck in a parlay.
Well, you want Sabina Mazo in there.
Yes. The rest of them could go either way on the prelims, but I'm willing. I put money on Mazo, Hill, and honestly, Moises, another prelim fight. If you want to throw him in a parlay, throw him in your DraftKings. Moises is a plus 170, and he only loses by decisions, and he's fighting Hernandez, who's lost the full gamut. He's been knocked out. He's been submitted. He's lost decisions. So don't forget about Moises, plus 170, so he'll be cheap on DraftKings.
There it is.
I'd make sure you throw him in one of your 6-fight combos.
All right, there's your DraftKings pick, so pay attention to that one. All right, Joe, who's your lock, your DraftKings picks, and your locks, your DraftKings pick, and then your parlay?
All right, like Bill, I like Ankalaev, I like Hill. So those are my two locks on the main card. Sabina Mazo, from Colombia, 23 years old, against Alexis Davis, 36. She is definitely being groomed, and Davis is just a stepping stool. So Sabina Mazo, most definitely throw her in there as a lock. So my parlay would be Mazo, Hill, Ankalaev, and I'm going with Rosenstruck to win the main event, and that will be the parlay, and that's a serious multiplier when you take a 200 underdog and put them in there. So I got the main Rosenstruck, Ankalaev, Hill, and Sabina Mazo. And on DraftKings, go ahead, Bill.
I'm sorry, Joe. And I'm telling all those people out there, with Rosenstruck being a plus 225, he's a moneymaker. It's super cheap on DraftKings.
That's what I was, exactly what I was just,
all day.
Yep, that's exactly what I was just going to say, is that Rosenstruck's going to be a really good value pick on DraftKings. Also, Moises, if you went chalk on your DraftKings and you didn't pay attention to what we said, and you need to get somebody cheap to fill in, Moises, I got him you know, I'm not as a lock, but I'm picking him over Hernandez, just like Bill. And he is, what is he, 180 minus or plus 180?
Yeah, plus 175.
So, and that money has moved. That money has moved a lot because he was a plus 240 when this card got dropped. So people don't believe in Hernandez, and neither do we.
Nope.
Okay, there you have it, fight fans. Again, we'll clean this up and send it out again so you guys can catch back up, rewind it, go see who to pick. Now, we got a heavy plate coming up these next couple of days, all right? Tomorrow, big show on the Trash Talk Hour, so make sure you come on, 12 o'clock Mountain Time, 1400 Eastern Standard Time. We got 18th Airborne Corps' spokesperson and one of their MST survivors coming on, and they're going to talk about their initiatives and all that kind of stuff. And we also have Tom Spooner, former Green Beret. I don't know, you call him former Green Berets, or he's a Green Beret that started a Warriors Heart Foundation. So we're going to have him on, and we're going to talk to him about his organization doing great things. And then Leah's show, all right, part 2 of her two-part segment with an MST survivor as well. It's very difficult to watch. But that's what's going to change the culture and the stigma of MST is people got to watch it
Exactly.
and see what these women and men go through and what's taken from them. And we're here to support them and give them everything that we can get them. So again, thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow, 1400 Eastern Standard Time. And Daddy Joe with the new baby.
Yeah.
Last word.
Oh, if you're watching from the hospital bed, I love you. So absolutely thrilled to bring George Gunner Britson into this world. George for my grandfather, Gunner because I was a machine gunner. So it fits. Good name. We're all going to have fun with the GGB initials. I know Buddy will. But anyways, blessed, not to sound corny, but yesterday was a great day, one of the best days of my life, and I'm thrilled to be here. Can't wait to make some money tomorrow night, and the show tomorrow is going to be absolutely fire. So don't miss it.
Congrats again, brother.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you tomorrow.